Hello, gentlemen. I thought it'd be cool, like maybe to do a video once a month about three or four topics that interest me, just so I can talk to you guys, post something for a few people. Like I just posted in a video before, David Lynch died. That's kind of a big deal for people in the film world and the filmmaker world. And then, a few months ago was the 20th anniversary of Half-Life 2. I thought that 20th anniversary video that Valve did about Half-Life 2 was kind of silly. It's like they filmed a bunch of interviews and then they edited them together without any kind of rhyme or reason to them. Like there were some very good sound bites in that video, don't get me wrong, but for the most part I thought that video was kind of a big nothing burger. Like you didn't really learn a whole lot. Like if you already knew the story of Half-Life 2, like you learned nothing. I thought it was very interesting that they didn't have very much detail about the Half-Life 2 leak, because like somebody pointed out in my comment section, they tried to ruin that kid's life. I think it was a kid from Germany. Like Valve tried to go out of their way to ruin that kid's life for leaking the Half-Life 2 beta, and it's interesting how they didn't really talk about that too much. Some stories that I saw locally from the United States that really interest me. There was a meteorologist from Wisconsin that was very recently fired because she made a post on Instagram or something critical of Elon Musk. And you have a bunch of people crying, oh, this is a violation of free speech. But these people are either idiots or they know better, but they're just pretending not to know better, because especially if you work in corporate media, the second you sign that contract, you don't have free speech anymore. In fact, the only political views that you should have are the political views of your company. So for her to go, she does the weather. She reads a teleprompter, tells you how warm it's going to be today. And she thinks that people care about her opinions on Elon Musk or politics or stuff like that. No, they don't. You read the fucking weather. So, you don't really have free speech even if you work at a shitty company that means nothing. Like, you represent that company now. Free speech does not exist. It never has existed. You might think that because you're in a ethics class in high school and you're 17 years old, but once you get to the real world, real free speech doesn't matter anymore. And then I know, like, I'm reading a lot too about immigration and deportation and stuff like that with the United States immigration policy. And it's like, the fact that people say that we are a nation by immigrants for immigrants, like that was a talking point from 1900. It does not exist anymore. It's not relevant in the year 2025.